good evening. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together with the powerful intention of co-creating, yes? Taking thought further, not just for you, but for everyone, for all that is. New creation of ideas, clarification of things. You've come with deliberate intent. Took some doing, didn't it? You focused, you decided about it, and then things fell into place at varying streams. Sometimes it went a little better, sometimes not so good. But here we are. Esther said to you, she said to us when she was behind the curtain, and she said to you how much she adores this moment in time. And that's what we'll be emphasizing from our point of view during the many hours that we are co-creating together. The power of non-resisted thought. The pleasure of being in a moment in time when you are focused in such a way that you are not introducing resistance into your vibrational equation. That not only makes for powerful creation, the power of non-resisted thought, but it makes for pleasurable creation. It makes for joyous now, joyous now, joyous now. And when you think about it, your life is right now. Now. This could take a while. Now. It's now. And during this now, you are a vibrational mix of perspectives, because you are far more than these physical bodies. You are source energy. And that source energy perspective is within you at all times. That source energy perspective, we call it your inner being. That inner being perspective has a point of attraction. That inner being point of attraction is calling cooperative components to who you have become. Since you've been here, you've been sifting and sorting, and you've been coming to new conclusions about what you prefer. And in very real terms, and vibrationally speaking, you have been becoming this evolved you. It just can't not be that way. Life is causing that to happen. When you know what you don't want, what you do want rings clear. And that vibration radiates from you, and your inner being embraces it and holds steady to it. So what happens then is that point of attraction, it's you. It's who you really are. It's who you were before you came into this body, and it's mostly who you are now. But it's often not the part of you that you know as you. The part of you that you know as you is often the personality that you identify as you. It's the personality that you call me. It's how you've come to live in the world. And in many ways, it's how you think others are regarding you in the world. It's your perspective of their perspective of you. So it's a sort of watered down, convoluted version of who you are. Meanwhile, the non-physical part of you has a pure version of who you are. Non-resisted when you were born, and only the non-resisted pieces, knowing what you do want, coming forth from you, and your inner being embracing them. So there are two points of attraction that are potential within you at all times, and that's why you feel emotions. When the two aspects of you are vibrationally in alignment, which means all allowing of who you are and no resistance of who you are, you feel what you call positive emotions. It feels like satisfaction at a minimum. It feels like passion and extraordinary feelings of emotion. It feels like love and appreciation. But if you, in your human personality, who we adore, and you often don't, if you are focused in a way that is different from who you really are, if you are finding a reason to blame others or yourself, if you are pushing against something unwanted rather than thinking about something wanted, then what happens to you is that you, well-meaning that you are, you set up a vibration of discord, and you feel negative emotion. That's what negative emotion is. Negative emotion is you not being you. So we know you've heard this. We've talked about it for a long time, and you've been listening to us for a long time. You've been reading and watching and listening, and we know that conceptually you understand these things. But we are so much anticipating these hours together where you can come to recognize in real terms the power that you have in any moment in time to be fully aligned with who you are. Most people don't work at that at all. They don't try for that at all. And we don't want a lot of effort and a lot of work and a lot of trying and a lot of struggle. But we do want you to acknowledge that you have two potential points of attraction, and when you are in vibrational sync with your inner being, your attraction power is indescribable. That's when big things move quickly for you. So as we're talking with you about being a deliberate creator, it seems prudent that you would pay attention to your emotions and that you would do something about them when you feel negative emotion. But in many ways, once you feel negative emotion, you've already introduced the resistance into the equation. And once the resistance has been introduced into the equation, it's hard to get rid of it because law of attraction is causing it to stay in a holding pattern too. So then, through the years, as we've been observing you, as you've been regurgitating this information that we are offering to you, is that you struggle against your own negative emotion as if your negative emotion is something that you should not feel. While all along, it is guidance. It is an indicator. It's an indicator of how open to allowing what you want you are, or how closed and to what degree you are closed and not letting it in. And people have become so accustomed to feeling some level and some version of negative emotion that most don't even realize that they're doing it until you have some time in non-resisted thought. Once you've experienced some time in non-resisted thought, then the time that you spend in resisted thought becomes really clear to you. And you can get so good at sensing that it's coming that you can head it off, in essence, before it gets there. And that is so much more a productive, but even more than productive, powerful, but even more than powerful. Although what's more than powerful? It is a satisfying, good feeling way to live. Now what?
Wow, this is a dream come true.
Oh, it's a never-ending dream is what it is.
It truly is a never-ending
Don't give up
dream.
so soon.
Oh, no. No, I will never give up. Not this lifetime or in any other lifetime. Never. Before anything, thank you, Abraham.
Yeah. We're all in this together.
I know we are. We are co-creating together.
Yeah.
And this is a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Esther.
Yeah.
And thank you, Abraham, and all the light beings that are with you. My question is really simple. You have changed my life so much. That is truly kind of unbelievable for me to be sitting here and having you in front of me, but I knew it deep inside.
We just keep stubbornly holding to our awareness of who you really are. And if you pay a little bit of attention to us as we are paying undivided attention to you, it's hard not to get it, isn't it? Yeah. What's on your mind?
How can I be a better version of me, a better version of this light being reincarnated in this body?
By not giving so much attention to it.
Really?
Because you sound as if you don't think you're there. Your inner being knows you're there. So every time you ask the question, you can't ask the question and receive the answer at the same time. You can't be the question and be the answer. You can't be the problem and be the solution. As you keep beating the drum of, I want to be better, I want to be better, I want to be better, you're not letting yourself be the whole you. Doesn't that just make perfect sense? So what you begin doing is, first of all, get your attention off of yourself, because you're more critical of yourself than you are the rest of everything put together. Get your attention off of yourself and start looking for the praiseworthy things out and about. And anytime you find something and you feel good while you are feeling it, you're being the whole you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we're going to exaggerate that just a little more. That was as if to say, how can I stop being the question and start being the answer? We say, stop asking the question. Seems easy, doesn't it? Yeah? Yeah? Enough?
I have one more question,
Yeah?
if possible.
Yeah?
It went off my mind.
There you go. There you go. You know why? Because the whole you isn't interested in that.
I need to enjoy more life, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.